Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be squaring off against Julio César Chávez, 171 centimeters tall with a reach of 173.
You want to get out of the way, because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. He is the Grand Campeón, Julio César Chávez, multi-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, generally recognized as one of the greatest athletes Mexico has ever produced.
It'll be ding-ding from first bout. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories, introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio César Chávez.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. That right hand hurts. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Punch, counter punch. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that's just that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The only fear you have with this fighter is as he punched himself out. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Expending a lot of energy in this round. Hold that thought! Oh, and the grand champion might go down. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Back and forth they go. Well done with that counter shot. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got a swarmer on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Julio César Chávez just got rocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Stamina is off the charts. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use the end of shot power.
How about that time counter shot? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A lot of effort being exerted here. And he scores with the counter. And that jab just missed with the left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missing with the left hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Seen in the past from the fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Ted. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A straight right just misses. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Whoa, ay caramba! Julio César Chávez in trouble! How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
His stamina is off the charts. think of holding on here for a minute. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. And counter left. They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Nope, that hook won't score. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Catch and shoot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Julio César Chávez in some serious trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Dios mío, is Julio César Chávez gonna go down? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
There's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That right hook won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
This is the 10th. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Jab slightly off target. The straight right just misses. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice defense on that jab. Incredible work rate. And he scores with the counter. Just misses with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
It's when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Just missed with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
A perfect counter lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you had no excuse for gassing out.
On to the 12th. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. How many more uppercuts can he take? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Whoa, wait a minute! El Gran Campeón in some real trouble here! Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.